All right, campaign 4 is match type expansion. And here is where you're finding the gold, the winners. And you're going to take those winners and you're going to bump them up into their own campaign that we call the P/E campaign, or the phrase and exact match type campaign. So just to go over the whole theory, you start with an automatic campaign and you start with research campaigns. Those will generate a ton of keywords and search terms, which you then find and put into your ACOS scraping campaign, which is your third campaign. And then all of those will feed the match type expansion campaign once they prove themselves. Now, the match type expansion campaign has a slightly higher bid price. We're going to use phrase and exact match. Slightly higher bid price on phrase, and then even higher on the exact match type. And they really have to prove themselves to get into this campaign. So it's very ideal to make sure they get through the system first. Now we're going to look at the ACOS Profit Zone again. And once again, I'm going to select 30. You can go as high as 40 or 45, depending on what your profit margins are. I tend to put my profit margins in this area over here. And then, of course, just like search term expansion, you're going to find that the SKUs are going to be listed over here. And then the corresponding campaigns are going to show up on the right. So we're going to take a look at all of these campaigns. Go down and click continue with that ACOS, and the keywords are going to be listed below. So now we have 13 profitable keywords within this range. So what it's saying is within the 0.1 to 45% ACOS, and looking at all of these campaigns, here are the winners, the ones that are doing well. Now, we have it pre-selected to broad only, because the way we do it is the automatic campaigns and the research campaigns we have as a broad match type. So we're finding the keywords that are in there as a broad match type, and we're then going to elevate them to a phrase and exact match type campaign called the P/E campaign. However, you could also look and you could also select phrase only, and only the words that are in phrase would show up over here. Or if they're in broad and phrase, you can do that as well. But just to keep it very simple, broad only, these are the words, they're doing really well. We now want to add them either to an existing campaign, right? If you're doing this every week, you're going to have new words that are elevated up, so we would add it to an existing campaign. Or you can add it to a new campaign, and in this example, we're going to add them to a new campaign. So I will select all, add to new campaign, and then it's going to take you over to campaign creator. We're going to give this a name. We're going to call it the P/E awesome keyword campaign. Just okay, and we're going to give it a daily budget of $10, and of course that's going to be manual targeting because you're not going to do it automatic targeting here. And we're just going to give this a name. There we go. And then of course we have the 2 products here, and that's going to go down here. Now you can put it in as the match type that you want to put it in. So we're going to put this in as phrase, 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 and phrase, and then go from there. I'm going to do a default bid of let's say 50 cents or so, or 50, and then save and finish. All right, so this is pretty simple and straightforward. You would then create a second ad group, and you would do it as an exact match type. And then that would be your phrase and exact match type campaign. Takes all of about 2 minutes to set it up. And remember, the phrase has a slightly higher bid than your broad match, and then your exact match, which is going to be ad group 2, is going to have a slightly higher bid than your phrase match. All right. Thanks. Take care.